The Halal Times, the voice of Ummah. In the picturesque wine-producing town of Jumilla in southeastern Spain, a political storm is brewing. A ban on religious gatherings in public sports facilities has ignited nationwide outrage and accusations of institutionalized Islamophobia. For years, these sports centers have been more than just spaces for athletics. They've been community gathering points, especially for Muslim residents celebrating Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha, the two festivals of the Muslim community. But now that tradition has been outlawed, and it appears that even those two festivals are causing much pain in the eyes of Islamophobes. The center-right Popular Party governing Jumilla approved the ban last week, a ban originally proposed by the far-right Vox party. The rule is clear: municipal sports facilities can only be used for athletic activities or official local authority events. No cultural, social, or religious activities foreign to the city council will be allowed. Vox celebrated the move, declaring Spain a land of Christian roots. To critics, this was no coincidence. It was a message aimed directly at Jumilla's Muslim minority, many of whom have lived and worked here for decades. Mohammed El Gaidouni, Secretary of the Union of Islamic Communities of Spain, called it institutionalized Islamophobia. He challenged the claim that Muslim festivals are foreign to the town's identity, saying the ban violates Spain's own constitution protecting religious freedom. The backlash didn't stop there. Spain's Migration Minister Elma Saiz condemned the ban as shameful, urging Jumilla's leaders to apologize to residents. At the global level, Miguel Moratinos, the UN Special Envoy to combat Islamophobia, said he was shocked, warning that such measures erode social cohesion and violate the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The radical right is using the town's Muslim population as a scapegoat. They couldn't care less about the sports center's well-being. This allegation is supported by the fact that the town's Muslim population endured hatred and attempts at exclusion from non-Islamic groups and the far right for a considerable amount of time. This comes after tensions flared last month in the Murcia region, following an attack on an elderly resident allegedly by Moroccan nationals. The far right seized on the incident to push for stricter nationalist policies, Jumilla's ban being one of the latest results. And Jumilla is not alone. Across Europe, similar measures have been passed in the name of protecting national identity. In Monfalcone, Italy, a far-right mayor banned Muslim prayers in a cultural center, triggering protests by 8,000 people. However, on Monday, Spain's leftist central government stepped in. Territorial Policy Minister Ángel Victor Torres announced that the Jumilla Council must scrap the ban, declaring it unconstitutional. For Jumilla's Muslim community, the move is a temporary victory. But the deeper question remains: is Europe moving toward a future of inclusion and coexistence, or is it heading toward a future where religious and cultural diversity is seen as a threat? For many years, the Muslim community in Spain was perceived as a threat to democracy and security. It has only been in the past few years that Muslims have begun to be recognized as an integral part of Spain, leading to a decrease in the hostility they faced for decades. Although Spain never acknowledged its now recognized Islamic history, it has become more open in its approach, no longer alienating the Muslim community, at least not overtly. But now again, in recent times, Muslims have increasingly perceived themselves as targets of hatred and alienation, particularly in instances where a criminal identified as a Muslim was apprehended. The escalating tensions are becoming increasingly pronounced, with far-right parties now leveraging these very tensions to label Islam as either too traditional for Spain or not belonging to the Spanish community. The blatant hypocrisy surrounding these hate crimes is evident in the way the far-right responds. When the perpetrator is a Muslim or has any link to Muslim identity, the crime is magnified, and the entire Muslim community is held accountable. In contrast, when the criminal belongs to any other religion, their faith is rarely scrutinized, and followers of that faith are not subjected to harassment. The decision to ban the two major festivals has been rejected and deemed unconstitutional. Will the far-right ideologies be silenced by this, or will they seek other excuses to target Muslims? It is difficult to determine. That's all for today. If you found the video informative, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Jazakallahu khairan.